What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to do this video, and also today is my birthday. Yay! I am gonna speed up this process because I am going to my own birthday party, and I'm just really excited that I get to start with my birthday with Chanel. This is the birthday present to myself. Also, before I start this video, I do want to say that I did 2 purchases of Chanel because part of the collection was already sold out and ended up being on the website again. So therefore I have 2 of these lovely little bags and a ton of the #1 samples that I'll be showing in this video. This way I get to test out a little bit more of the products for you, but all of these are first impressions, so please take that into account. Okay, let's start with the serum. And I have a few serums in front of me. By the way, Chanel #1 is part of their new clean beauty line. So like there's a sub-sister line in Chanel called Chanel #1. This is new. And clean beauty has not been defined by the beauty industry just yet. So please check out the website if you want to see a little bit more information regarding this clean line. This is the sample size. How cute is that? And this is a little serum packet. I love a good mini, guys. Okay, so this serum is going to firmly stay over here. I'm just going to be testing it out, and I'm just going to use the same serum. I believe it's the same one, yeah, from one of these packages. Ooh, okay, so the serum is not clear. There's like a little like milkiness to it, and it is a little watery, but also not too watery. It's definitely that syrup texture. Oh, and it has that Chanel smell. Lovely. And I'm just gonna go over the toned areas and see how it works and applies, if it stays sticky, if my makeup will look good over on top of it. Okay, so it's already dry on my forehead. It does feel like I'm wearing something, but it smells great. I love that Chanel smell. If you're not into fragrance, this might not be for you. This is the Revitalizing cream. This is a thicker cream. Again, smells like Chanel. Okay, so right off the bat, I thought this was going to be a thick lotion, but it is also seeping into the skin really nicely. I'm so intrigued by everything #1. It is a little pricey, guys, so I'll put the prices on the screen of the full-size versions of these because these are of course minis. My face feels a little tacky now, but it does feel moisturized and hydrated. It ended up being way more of a gel-like texture instead of like a thick lotion, and yeah, there is a softness to it. Again, it has that same Chanel smell. I'll make sure to put some information down below right here somewhere if I feel like there is something valid to add. But this is, to me, just a first impressions. I didn't expect getting so much of the #1 line, so I figure why not film that as well. Then lastly, what I want to try is the #1 eye cream. So I got a sample as well. I think it's a smart move for Chanel to go into clean beauty because I do feel like more brands are doing that and there's a demand for it in the industry. Although when I first saw this, I did think there was a bit more of a marketing aspect to it because, you know, Chanel is so not known for being clean, and only one of their product lines is clean, not the rest, which makes me kind of a little bit confused on like the brand and what direction it is going. Like, how can part of a brand be clean and not everything, right? So that's a little odd to me, but nevertheless, I'm interested in seeing this #1 collection and seeing more of it. Okay, so this is the eye cream. It looks way less thick than that moisturizer that I just put on my face. It looks a little bit more watery, but it has that really nice gel-like texture. So let me just dabble it on. So this has the same smell as the other 2 products. My face has already dried. This is currently, oh, it feels so cooling on the eyes. Ah. Okay, I'm a little intrigued by this. I am looking for a good eye cream. The last eye cream I tried was by Charlotte Tilbury. I'll put a little thumbnail on the screen here. That eye cream I I think I rated it a 3 or a 4 on the website. I also have one of these. This is that new foundation. It's 70 euros, so I saw a lot of people review it, and I think the reviews are pretty good. But I wanted to try this on my own before I even considered purchasing it. So this is the shade B30. I'll put down below what B30 means. So B30, crazy enough, might work. It looks a little lighter than I expected, but let's put it on the face. I know this is a little bit lazy YouTubing to just put everything in text down below, but I do want to mosey on this video along. I have my birthday party to go to. It's not really a party because the Netherlands is a little bit in lockdown, but I did want to celebrate it with close family only. This seems to be about a light to medium coverage foundation, the way it applies. It again has that similar smell as all my other products, which I sort of like because you can get into that fragrance layering aspect of things. It is watery. Although I love this Rare Beauty brush for a foundation, I do feel like it is making my foundation a little streaky. So I'm gonna go in with my hands and see if I can just correct the streakiness of the foundation. Okay, off the bat, there is some pilling, but I think because it's around my eyes and that's not usually where I pill, I think it has to do with the eye cream and not the rest of my skincare and foundation. Again, this is all testing it out. Normally I would test out a foundation using like my normal skincare routine, which is a little bit more fair, so please take that into account when you see this review. But so far, honestly, it looks pretty good, regardless of the pilling. My problem areas is right here, and I'm gonna do a extreme close-up in just a second. So this is what the foundation looks like, and you can see my skin is peeking through. You see some of my freckles, but my pores look good. So I'm sure you can build up this foundation a little bit. Let me see if I can squeeze some of this bad boy out. So the last time I did a foundation review, I reviewed the Beautiful Skin Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, and that one did not work for me. This one, however, so far so good. I like the glow, this is just a natural glow that this foundation has. I like the way that it feels on my face. It's really lightweight. The eye cream, oh look, the eye cream is like doing that little pilling thing on my eyes as well. Can you see that? You see that? That's the eye cream right there. I'm not sure if this eye cream wants to layer with makeup. Okay, this eye cream is getting a little sticky around the eyes, but let's get back to the foundation. It looks beautiful. As of right now, A+, guys, A+. Okay, I'm excited. Let me do the rest of my face and then we'll get back when I use the blush. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I added some concealer, did my brows, and contoured my face. I didn't do bronzer yet because I want to do blush first, but I did want to show you guys what is happening to my eyes. It is pilling. It's pilling like crazy. This just came off my eye. I'm all up for trying eye creams, and I was so excited just now, but I can't for the life of me put makeup on this eye cream. So I'm gonna take it off and we're just gonna continue on with the makeup knowing I took off the eye cream. Okay, let's do the blush next. So I got the Pêche Rosée blush. This is the outer packaging. It has an 18-month shelf life. I'll put the prices down below. It's a limited edition blush, and it's one of those illuminating blushes. This blush is actually the reason why I got hella excited for this collection. So you get a little packet, or like a little, you know, casing, or what do you call this, sleeve, which I love for the experience. And then when you open it, you get a little brush on the inside. This is really convenient, but I won't be using it today. And underneath it all, it has a little lid you can take off, and this is what the blush looks like. just gonna go in with this contour brush, and I'm gonna go straight in dead center. I almost don't want to ruin the embossing, but let's just go. And look how light this comes off. Okay, let's open up the eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited for this eyeshadow palette. This is such a me palette. So let me just take off this little protector and check out this palette. This is the 747 Mediterranean palette. I do have a glass of water here, so I can test out these shadows wet. But as of right now, let's just swatch these shades and see how they swatch. Okay, so these are the swatches of the palette. It makes for such a beautiful light palette. You see that there is some deepness to this shade, and I'm hoping to put that all over the lid and maybe create a beautiful light look with the rest. I did go ahead and swatch Star Aura. So this is Star Aura next to it. And of course you can see some similarities. I love the Star Aura palette by Charlotte Tilbury. I would love to do a side-by-side comparison, but because I am gonna go to my birthday, I don't have the time to do it today. But if you are really interested, I would want to do a this or that when it comes to this palette. So let me open up these palettes together. You see them together. And basically this is a more green / yellow version than Star Aura. Star Aura has something pink and peachiness to it, and this one doesn't have that. Both of them are limited edition. Both of them are currently still available. I have no idea if this one has sold out, but it will, I think, come back in stock. So let's just apply this on my eyes. I took off the eye cream. Let's just put the light one all over the lid. That is the second shade in the palette. I'll make sure to put a little palette up here so you can follow along. Okay, so this is the second shade of the palette, and how beautiful is that? I'm gonna use this brush, wet it, and then go into that palette, go into that shade. Both of these are stunning, guys, but I love the way that this looks wet. The embossing, by the way, after swatching is completely gone. So don't buy this palette because you like the embossing, because you'll be deeply disappointed by the end of this. Okay, so that was that shade. Now let's go into a darker shade. So one of these two. I'm gonna go in with the second to lightest shade. I am thinking about doing it wet again. Okay, so that's the wet application of that second shade. Now let's go in with that taupey shade and see if we can buff it out a little more. Beautiful. And lastly, let's go into that deeper shade, and let's do that with a liner brush. Okay, so I lined my eyes and I put on mascara. We're gonna finish off with one of these lipsticks. I got two of them. I got 912 in Dreamy White and 920 in Love. The outside packaging is that white version of the Chanel packaging, and I'm living for it. So of course you can't see it, but this is in Love. So 920 is in Love, and of course you can't see the other one because it's clear. I actually bought this clear one because I wanted to experiment a little bit more with one of these Westman Atelier lip suedes, and a subscriber told me that if you use this with a balm, you can maybe mix it up a little bit more, like the formula. So if you want to see that, please subscribe to my channel for a next video. So I'm not going to be using that version. It's clear anyways, but we're going to be using the In Love version. It's so balmy. It has good coverage, good pigmentation. So first off, let's talk skincare. I first tried the serum. Now I have the serum in a little packet over here, but I tried one of these packets. They should be the same formula, but I wanted to keep this because I wanted to try it out a little bit more. When it comes to this #1 collection by Chanel, I am super interested in trying out a little bit more of it because it is sort of the clean version of Chanel. And I thought that the serum seeped into the skin really well, and my skin looked and felt really hydrated and nice. So serum wise, I would love to try a little bit more. Skincare is always a little tricky because you can only see the long-term effects when you're using these long terms. So therefore, I don't want to say too much on it other than I love the texture, I love the smell. If you're not a fragrance girl, this is not for you. And let's move on to the next. The next product I tried was the moisturizer of the same line. Also has that red or camellia rouge, red camellia infused in it. Loved being able to use this. I thought it was going to be a thick lotion. It ended up not being thick at all. And it applied on the skin so nice. Again, it has that same smell, that Chanel smell. Again, I was quite impressed with this, and my makeup layered on both of these products beautifully. Then the final skincare product that I tried was the eye cream, and the eye cream is a hard no for me. The pilling on the eye cream, there's no way you can put makeup on that eye cream. Now I have extremely oily lids, so that could be the reason why it peeled on my lids the way it did, but it also is the reason why I will not purchase it and will not even consider trying it for longer than today. I did take the eye cream off as much as I can, but you see the photos, you see the footage. That's just a hard no. And I think you would all agree that that would be a hard no. If you did buy the eye cream, you have the same problem. Maybe check out if you can use it right before you go to bed, so only for your night skincare routine. Then you would wake up with beautiful eyes. What I did like about the eye cream is that it had such a cooling effect, but I am looking for an eye cream that has that cooling effect but doesn't do that peeling, so I can layer some makeup over it. Then we have the foundation. I feel like the tone is fine, but the undertone is not. So the depth of the foundation is sort of my depth, but the foundation on itself, it's way too pink peachy for me. Hi guys, I'm editing the footage right now, and I did find what the B stands for. The B stands for beige, and I should probably be beige golden undertone, which is the BD version. And although I do say that I think that I can make work and it is my depth of color, I later on checked the footage and I checked my neck area, and I actually think that my skin around my neck is a bit lighter than this foundation. So I would have gone with, I think it's BD 20 or 21 instead of B30. But I will say the foundation itself looks beautiful. I'll zoom you in, and this is what it's looking like when makeup is layered on top of it. And I think that that is beautiful. It looks really nice. It looks natural. It was buildable. And honestly, I didn't have to set it on my face. I did set my concealer, so I did set under my eyes. But as of right now, I think it looks great on camera and it looks great in real life. So I am interested in purchasing this foundation. After the foundation, I want to talk about the blush. And the blush, guys, this blush screamed me. And I think it looks amazing on my skin tone. I like that you can pick up this blush with, you know, quite a dense brush without it over showing on your skin. And I like that it has that luminescence to it. It has that really beautiful peachy luminescence peeking through. Actually, exactly what I was looking for. I'm not wearing this with any highlight, so this is it. This is what you see is what you get. So this blush to me gets an A+. It's an expensive blush, so please check out if this is part of your budget, but totally has my stamp of approval on it. Then we'll get into the eyeshadow palette portion. Now the eyeshadow is also stunning. I'm gonna say you can build up a little bit of depth with that, you know, deeper shade. I did use it as a liner today. It has great formulation. It has some very subtle shimmers and shine. So if you like a very simple eye, then this is the palette for you. And lastly, the formulation of the lip. Right now I have been wearing this for 10 minutes and it feels like I'm not wearing anything. I think the color payoff is really good. I'll make sure to link anything down below, pin a comment or whatever if this didn't wear well in the future, but as of right now I love the way that this looks. I love that I chose this to finish off my look. There's nothing more that I could say about this except what an awesome collection and how interesting that Chanel is now into clean or more clean beauty. I think I look beautiful. I feel like it's my birthday today. In terms of Chanel, I do want to do more Chanel reviews in the future, so you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see a little bit more Chanel in the future. Now I'm gonna sign off. Everybody have a great day and I hope to see you guys the next time. Bye.